This is our guide right here for the turkey hunt. Calf scours. Well, we got a redneck blind here. We're getting ready to go out here and set it up. Travis has got some turkeys in a farm here picked out, and there's been 4 or 5 turkeys, gobblers, coming into this field with some hens. About 10 and 9 in the morning to 11, and then they hang around and then they leave and they come back in the evening again for a little bit, going back to roost. So we're gonna slide in there, set one of these rednecks up, and get it ready for tomorrow morning. It's my first morning here in Kansas. It's the second day of archery season in Kansas for turkeys. And we're in the redneck blind here. We set this redneck ghillie blind up yesterday in the corner of this wheat field. And them turkeys have been coming into this field mid-morning a lot and strutting. It's kind of a strut zone. And they come out here and pick around and strut and mess with these hens. We kind of moved in here. We put a decoy, 2 decoys up, a half strut jake and like a breeding hen. Just set them out there and just see if we can't get something, you know, to come closer, give us some footage. For some reason, in Ohio where I live, I just can't get turkeys to work decoys very well. So I'm kind of excited to come out here and maybe get some good decoy action. So, and I'm really excited to try to put the new prime logic to work on my first kill with a prime bow, so we'll see what happens here. We've been sitting there all morning. It's been super cold and we haven't heard a bird gobble all day long, but every so often I would just reach my hands out the blind and I'd take that spur call and I'd call a little bit. We never had anything answer us, but we had the decoys out and wasn't long, you know, after about 10:30 or so, we're like, man, they're normally here by now. And about 10:45, one just come walking right into the decoys. Never said a word, never anything, just bang. He was right on him, and we had to move fast. Dead meat. The dead meat broadhead just smoked a turkey that just come out of nowhere. They're not talking. Weren't doing anything. Me and Tanner are just sitting here and I'm kind of just like literally dozing off. And I look up and all of a sudden this big gobbler's walking right into the decoys. And he's toast right there. He's already down, so. It's just, you just gotta be patient. Trust me, we wanted to get out of here. It's been 20 degrees all morning, freezing our butts off. But my first kill with a prime, and the dead meat just ate a turkey. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm gonna go out there and get him. Well, pretty excited here. As you saw what happened, we've been sitting here all morning in the freezing cold, and it's been super cold, and we haven't heard a turkey gobble anywhere around. And but they've been in here every day about this time, a little after, and we knew we just needed to sit tight, and we would call once in a while just to kind of let them know we were here. And finally, we're just sitting there, and this guy come out of nowhere and come right into the decoys and caught us off guard. And we had to scramble, get the camera on. I had to get my bow in my hand and get everything ready. And you could tell in the video, I think he was getting ready to kind of scatter. You know, I don't think he was going to hang around long, so I kind of shot him quartering away. But using the new G5 Deadmeat 3-blade, and I'm shooting a Spartan arrow with it, and it did the job. I mean, this bird's only got one spur. He broke the other one off, but it's, you know, a decent spur. But he's a big bird, and we think he's a hybrid. I mean, this is the first. Look at that tail. I mean, look at those colors, how beautiful that is. It's just awesome. I mean, I can't be any more happy. Some more success out here at my buddy Travis's Cedar Ridge Outfitters. And, just some of the best in Kansas in my mind. So the old Redneck Blind, he didn't pay no attention to it, come right in and just, we waylaid him. What a great hunt. It was fast. It was a little disappointing as far as for probably viewers in action, but that's just the way it happens sometimes. You know, we're not gonna lie and sit here and say that turkey gobbled his head off and come running in, and I'd rather it be that way than need a tag and drive 15 hours out here to Kansas and not shoot anything. So, but I can get another bird yet, so maybe the next bird we kill is gonna be a little more active. But you know, in this whole thing, we're doing this semi-live with turkey stuff. You know, that was the whole key there. We were in the back corner of a field where we knew those birds like to be, you know, and we had to be patient. We're bow hunting, so it's a lot easier to bow hunt out of a blind, so that's why we set the redneck up in there. But you just got to be patient and sit it. You know, a lot of guys, if they don't hear birds talking or anything, they're just ready to get out and they're moving, and sometimes you do more harm than good. And we just stuck it out, was patient, and we were successful. Now, you know, I do like to run and gun, especially with a shotgun, you know, and hopefully this, you know, this season between some other states, we'll bring you some more action like that and teach you some tips there. But just soft calling once in a while, being in an area we knew those birds wanted to be was the key to success in this hunt. So just something to keep in mind, just be patient. If you know the birds are around and you know they come to those spots and you're sitting there, don't get so freaked out and just get up and leave too early, because a lot of times you're going to miss out on the opportunity to kill a nice bird.